smile on your face now. Okay, now you can just smile for the rest of the ceremony because you're just going to get blessings from all of us. I'd like to invite your mom and dad, Dana and Matt, to come up and speak to you.
Leah, I can hardly believe that yesterday you became a teenager, and today you became a bat mitzvah. Time flies is as cliche and overused as can be, but on a day like today, it is what comes to mind. Both long times and short times fly by in life. 34 years ago this very day, I became a bat mitzvah, and of course, back then I could not have fully understood how proud and happy my parents were. Flash forward 3.5 decades, and I'm pretty sure I know just how they felt. 13 years ago seems like yesterday when I think back on the day that you were born. Beautiful Day by U2 was playing on the car radio as we drove you home from the hospital. And it was just that, with countless more beautiful days ahead having you as our daughter. You were a happy, sweet, thoughtful, loving, and funny little girl. And now, as a young lady, you still possess all of those admirable traits. We got a glimpse of the person you would grow to be when you were just 2 years old. Your favorite word back then was happy. You used to take a happiness inventory at dinner time. You would go around the table asking, Mommy happy? Daddy happy? Edie happy? And after getting an affirmative response from all of us, you would declare with a huge grin, everybody happy. You are still that same sweet girl, always making sure that everyone is happy, taking care not to make anyone feel bad and feeling bad yourself if by chance you do. Caring for your family and your friends in countless big and small ways, and understanding that bringing other people joy brings joy to you as well. I love and admire the way that this translates into your everyday life. You love to laugh, and you find humor in just about everything. You like to tell us stories about funny things you saw or heard and show us funny things you found on YouTube. You get so excited when you learn new things, and even more importantly, you find joy in teaching what you have learned to others. Whether it is a gymnastics move or a camp cheer, you are just as excited to teach it to Aaron as you are to show it to Daddy and me. Putting others before yourself just comes naturally to you. Whatever you do with gusto. You enjoy school and always try to get the most that you can out of it, forming special bonds with your teachers and joining clubs. You have stuck with the activities that you love, playing the guitar, playing soccer, and competing in gymnastics. And Daddy and I take such pleasure in watching your progress and seeing you grow more confident and proud with every new success. You embrace the new things that you try, from performing in musicals to going to sleepaway camp, from learning to water ski to making your favorite chocolate caramel brownies all by yourself. You are a kind and caring daughter, sister, granddaughter, niece, cousin, friend, and teammate, spreading love and happiness to everyone you know. As you talked about in your Dvar Torah, you have also been finding ways since you were a little kid to share yourself with people whom you do not know. You have amazed me and many others over the years with the acts of service and kindness that you have performed, most often without being asked. You have the great and all too rare gift of selflessness, and I'm so proud to watch you share that gift. I read a book this summer in which one of the characters used an expression to describe the people he liked. It was Obi Ocha. In Igbo, which is a language spoken in Nigeria, it means a clean heart. When I read this, I immediately thought of you. You, my little Leah, have a clean heart. You see the best in others and help others to see the best in themselves. You share your heart with all of us, and I know I speak for everyone here when I say that we are thrilled to share this very special moment in your life with you. You did an amazing job today, leading us in prayer and chanting from the Torah, and I'm so proud of you. As you continue down the road toward adulthood that you have officially begun today, may you always stay true to the beautiful, unique person that you are, and may you always go forward with a clean heart. I love you.
That was really good. Apparently you didn't get the memo. Leah was quite concerned that I was going to embarrass her during the speech, and I decided that I have plenty of time tonight to do that, and I will. I promise. But right now, I just want to say how proud I am of how you performed today, the effort you put in, and the performance you put on. You did a great job. Leah, as Dana just described, a much longer version, is a unique blend of all that is good. You are loving, caring, sharing, empathetic, outgoing little ball of enthusiastic happiness. Your stories are full of excitement. You talk about your accomplishments as much as you talk about the accomplishments of others. Your first reaction to a situation is not always about you, but how others are doing. When you learn something new or accomplish some goal in gymnastics, you are appropriately proud of yourself and at the same time anxious to help teach your teammates and your friends how to do the same. These are characteristics that you're supposed to learn and develop over a lifetime. They seem to be innate to you. And not to take anything away from your parents, but you are the argument for nature over nurture. And I got a good example from the past here. Last year, Eden and Leah were doing gymnastics together, and Eden twisted her ankle and was forced to go to the hospital with Dana, and Leah stayed in and did her work. During that practice, Leah got her back hamstring for the first time, which is quite a feat. It was something that she's been working on forever. As she left the gymnastics, she sent 3 texts to her mother. The first was, "How's Eden's ankle?" The second was, "Please tell Eden I got her a cupcake at the party that was here." And then the third was, "Oh, and by the way, I got my back handspring." That really just kind of sums it up for you. You have provided us all with so much joy and laughter that all I really could say is keep doing what you're doing. Keep smiling, keep laughing at everything, keep making sure that people around you are happy, keep being the best friend anybody could have, keep giving to charity, keep organizing these fundraisers, keep caring about others, keep telling stories that end with it was the funniest thing ever, or it was the best thing ever, keep loving music, keep making instant friends everywhere you go, keep making family events fun for your cousins, even your cousins once removed, keep working hard in school, when you get to high school, work hard. Keep reading, keep sharing, just keep being a leader. I love you. Keep leading. That's great.
Congratulations to you, Leah, on a job well done. Congratulations to your mom and dad, brother and sister, your 4 grandparents out here, which is just wonderful to have all your grandparents here. You're all a very, very special family. I had that same nature-nurture thought as well, that you have been blessed with genetically a beautiful heart, and wonderful, wonderful parents as role models. And I know that comes from the grandparents as well. So you're a very lucky person in so many ways, but you have taken the good luck that you've had and turned it into a meaningful life even at your age. It's really been a pleasure and a privilege to know you and to learn everything about you and to think of all the things that you have done at such a young age that just come so naturally to you. You really are the embodiment of what we call Gemilut Chasadim, deeds of loving kindness. There was a very famous Rabbi Tarfon, who lived about 2,000 years ago, and he said the following. I won't say it in Hebrew, I'll say it in English. "It is not up to you to complete the task, but neither are you free to desist from it." Do you know what that means? A little bit? Okay, a little bit, okay. So you can't fix the entire world. Nobody can fix the entire world, but you have to try. And you certainly are a role model for all of us here on how we can all take part in Tikkun Olam. And I know, as you said in your talk, that that's something, of course you're going to continue with that your whole life, because that's just the person that you are. And it's really been an honor for me to teach you and to get to know you and to get to know your family. It's just been wonderful for me. So now I want to give you a very special blessing. You can find this blessing on page 26 in our prayer books. This is the Birkat Kohanim. This is the oldest blessing in Judeo-Christian theology. This is a blessing that comes from the book of Numbers. So I say to you, Leah, look at me. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you and keep you. May God's presence shine upon you and be gracious unto you. And may God reach out to you in tenderness. And may God give you God's greatest gift. And I pray that you have that gift every day for the rest of your life. And that is the gift of peace. And let us all say, Amen. Page 26.
May God bless you and keep you. Look kindly on you. Be gracious to you. May God reach out to you in tenderness and give you peace. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. V'yasem lecha shalom. V'yasem lecha shalom. Shalom.
Page 27, the Shehecheyanu. Okay, so now your parents have blessed you, and I've blessed you. Now all of us as witnesses to your bat mitzvah, rise and we get a chance to bless you with the Shehecheyanu.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
We remain standing as we turn to page 28. As we join in the Alleluia.
Amin l'shabeach l'adon hakol, matet gedula v'yotzer bereshit, shelo asanu k'gdolei haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkeinu kahem, v'bor aleinu k'chol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Bottom of the page.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
We remain standing as we turn to page 30 for the Mourner's Kaddish. This is a prayer that we recite at every service, thinking about those people who are no longer with us, but whose spirit, the immortality of the spirit of the soul lives on in Judaism. As we recite the Mourner's Kaddish in memory of so many people who have no one to say Kaddish for them, we think of any names in our hearts of anyone that we would like to remember at this time. Together we recite, Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, Be'alma divrach yirutei be'amlich malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei v'chol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabam v'orach le'olam v'lamei alaya. Yitvarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitrolam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei v'kudashah v'yichru. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mro'ah. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May the source of peace and peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say, Amen. We turn to page 31 as Leah reads the closing blessing.
May the blessings of peace and kindness, graciousness, goodness, and compassion flow among us, and all communities of Israel, all the people of the world. As we bless the source of life, so we are blessed.
Please be seated. Now we turn to page 32 in our prayer books. At the top of the page we have a song called Lachilach. This is a song that comes from the scriptures. It actually comes from the book of Genesis. And this is about Abraham going on his journey. And just as Abraham goes on his journey, eventually his descendants wind up in the land of Israel. So you're on your journey, right? And today's a good day on the journey. We're at a good stop on the journey. So this is a song where we bless you and wish you blessings on your journey. And if you know it, please sing along. Lechi lach, to a land that I will show you. Lech lecha, to a place you do not know. Lechi lach, on your journey I will bless you. And you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi lach. Lechi lach. And I shall make your name great. Lech lecha. And all shall praise your name. Lechi lach. To a place that I will show you. Nesimchat chayim, nesimchat chayim, nesimchat chayim, lechi lach. You shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi lach. We're now going to turn to page 35 to conclude our ceremony with Havdalah. So we have So Havdalah, come on over. So for Havdalah, we have the ceremony ends the holiness of Shabbat, and then we have what we call the ordinariness of the rest of the week, but tonight we have the Saturday night party, the Seudat Mitzvah. So we have three symbols of Havdalah that we're going to observe the ceremony with tonight. The first is wine, and just as we welcome Shabbat with wine, so we say goodbye to Shabbat with wine. Is wine in there? It's grape juice, okay, so that's good too. Right? And then we have some beautiful family heirlooms here that we're going to talk about. The second symbol of Havdalah is a spice box, and this is a spice box made by You made it, right? Okay, you made it in Bijap. And it's a spice box that's filled with sweet spices. I think this has a lot of cloves in it, yeah, so it's nice and very fragrant. And we're told that on Shabbat we're given a second soul, a neshama yetera. And that second soul stays with us all during Shabbat. It comes Friday night when Shabbat begins and ends when Shabbat, leaves us when Shabbat ends. And you never know when you're going to need that second soul. It's good to have an extra one day of the week. So we're so sad that our second soul is leaving us that we smell these spices to console us. And our third symbol of Havdalah is a candle. Did you make this? Yeah, you made this too. Okay, so you can see she has a very sentimental mother who has saved all of Leah's beautiful crafts from Bijap. So this is a special candle. It's a braided candle or a twisted candle, and this is a symbol different from a Shabbat candle that's just one single taper. And these wicks that are all blended together tell us that really now it's time for us to, it's a symbol of fire, and it's time for us to return to work. So I'm going to turn to page 35. I'm going to invite up Eden and Aaron, and we're going to light the candle. And there's a refrain, a yai lai la lai, and we'll go over it once, and then we'll sing the blessings. Yai lai la 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 lai lai, yai lai la 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 lai lai, yai lai la lai 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 lai, yai lai lai yai lai. Try it with me. Yai lai la 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 lai lai, yai lai la 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 lai lai, yai lai la lai 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 lai, yai lai lai yai lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen, borei peri hagafen. Yai lai la 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 lai lai, yai lai la 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 lai lai, yai la 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 lai lai, yai la lai la yai la lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei minei v'samim, borei minei v'samim. Yai lai la 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 lai lai, yai lai la 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 lai lai, yai lai la lai 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 lai, yai la lai lai yai la lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei me'orei ha'esh, borei me'orei ha'esh. Yai lai la 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 lai lai, yai lai la 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 lai lai, yai lai la lai 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 lai, yai la lai lai yai la lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, המבדיל בין קודש לחול, המבדיל בין קודש לחול. Yai lai la 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 lai lai, yai lai la 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 lai lai, yai lai la lai 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 lai, yai la lai lai yai la lai. Shavua tov, 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 Shavua tov. A good week, a week of peace, may gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace, may gladness reign and joy increase. Now, before we do the motzi on page 33, I have some very specific instructions from Dana. As you know Dana, so this is what I'm going to tell everybody.